New York, I'm going to bring it to you. We're gunning for you. We're going to get more runners, more first responders, more firefighters, more police. We're going to turn this event into something where they're going to say, did it start in Fort Lauderdale or did it start in New York City? Because we really want to honor what took place on 9/11.
See it, the national anthem led by our color guard here this morning. Boy, just a brilliant rendition there as our thousands of runners, close to 25,000, get ready to begin this 13th annual Tunnel to Towers race, Dana.
And an emotional day as we just heard the Star-Spangled Banner, and now it is the moment everyone has waited for. And this race, the first race, we're so glad to have you, Jets owner Woody Johnson, here to start this.
Are you ready for this? Have you ever seen this many people outside of a Jets game?
No. No, I mean, this is really an incredible event. Wow. Unbelievable. And rightfully so.
Yeah.
So,
and now we're going to talk about your involvement. The Jets, of course, led by you yourself, have made an incredible donation to build smart homes that we're going to talk about. But now I think everybody is getting ready to start this race. We'll do the countdown. We'll start at 10, okay?
Right.
And then you're going to blow that horn, and we're going to signal the start to everyone right here. Let's begin things. Ready? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And they are
off. And of course, a firefighter carrying Old Glory. What a way to start it. What a way to start it.
Dana, once again, you've got some people that just like to race right out of the blocks, potentially win this race. The record set last year, a young man finished under 17 minutes. The best women's finish last year, just under 20 minutes, but some people wasting no time. And you can see our senior senator, Chuck Schumer, there annually here, gave those high fives.
One of the beautiful sights here, Mr. Johnson, too, are these American flags. Woody, the American flags, 6,830 of them. Most of them are around as they go down into the tunnel. Others will be carried by firefighters. Those represent those who've served and died in Iraq and Afghanistan.
Right. Yeah, I mean, I think it gives you a poignant reminder in the vastness of the casualties in this, and this doesn't include the people who are wounded, and those are the people that really we're talking about today mostly, is taking care of the people who were hurt in battle and protecting American freedom.
Woody, when you were approached about becoming more involved with this race, was it one of those things? I know you get pitched on a number of items. You can only say yes to so many endeavors. What was it about this, though, that made you say, you know what, we want to get involved so many years ago?
Well, I think this is kind of the clearest demonstration of what America is that I can think of in terms of, and you can see it by 25,000 people showing up voluntarily today, about what America is and how we come together in times of crisis and how we protect those people who help protect us.
Thank you, Mr. Johnson. Right now we're waiting for another, what do they call it? Not a group of runners, right?
An armada.
Armada, yeah.
Another armada. Thanks, Mr. Johnson.
Thank you very much.
Woody, we'll be
Woody,
speaking
we'll talk with you in just
again.
a couple of seconds. Don't go far.
So as they head into the tunnel and over to Manhattan, it's time to take a look at what started this race, a tragic day, 9/11. Here's a look back, and to let you know, Stephen Siller. One of the darkest times in American history into an enduring legacy of bravery, charity, and the resilience of the human spirit, the Tunnel to Towers Run inspires thousands of people to follow in Stephen Siller's footsteps to try to make a difference. On the morning of September 11th, 2001, Stephen had just finished the overnight shift at Brooklyn Squad 1. He was on his way to play golf with his 3 brothers when he heard about the World Trade Center attack on his scanner. The 34-year-old father of 5 headed to the Twin Towers. Traffic was stopped at the Brooklyn Battery Tunnel, but undaunted, he strapped on his 60 pounds of fire gear and ran through the tunnel and into history. The youngest of 7, his siblings were not surprised by his altruism.
I'm sure he was running and saying, God, I have children, but his job was to save people, and that overcame everything.
And when the building went down, I turned to my mother-in-law and I said, Nancy, I think I just lost my brother.
Stephen Siller was one of 343 New York City firefighters who died that day. Siller's family created the Tunnel to Towers Foundation in memory of Stephen, those in the line of duty as first responders, and those fighting the war on terror in Iraq and Afghanistan. What started as a grassroots remembrance in 2002 with 2,500 runners has soared to 25,000 participants. The Sillers say $40 million has been raised over the years for causes including Building for America's Bravest, which began in 2011. The program specifically designs homes for critically wounded soldiers. The smart homes are built to give veterans self-reliance.
It's wonderful. It's incredible. Words can't describe it.
We realized we went to war because of what happened on September 11th. They need specially designed houses for them. They're surviving. We need to give them back some of their independence.
There are Tunnel to Tower fundraisers all over the U.S. and even one in London. The corporate support also grows. This year, NASCAR and the New York Jets have joined the businesses backing Building for America's Bravest.
All these companies that are coming together to make sure that we build these houses. We can't do it without them. It's impossible.
The foundation is also partnering with artist Scott Lebedo, who's donating proceeds from the auction of his patriotic artwork.
I've been painting flags for 25 years, and one of the number one reasons I do that is to thank my veterans, those men and women that fight and defend my freedom to express myself as an artist. Now we're building smart homes for these triple and quad amputee kids that are half my age that are out there fighting for me. It's the greatest organization.
An organization that started out of a family's grief, America's grief.
After Stephen gave up his life while saving others, and we decided to have a foundation in his honor, we know the importance of the mission, and we couldn't be more proud to do it in honor of my brother. And this whole event, it's changed our lives and it's changed many others.
The smart homes, the foundling home for children in Staten Island, so many different organizations and, of course, individuals benefiting from all the money raised.
Yeah, and we have had the best seat in the house for a great number of years here at CBS 2 to see this each and every year, and it's truly remarkable. Let's over to Lou Young right now, who is at the other side of the tunnel for us this morning with an update on the situation there. Lou, good morning.
Yeah, Chris, Dana, this is the Manhattan side. This is what they see when they come out of the tunnel. You've got the firefighters and you've got the West Point cadets. And we have a West Point cadet with us here, Ryan Chapman, 21 years old from New Fairfield, Connecticut. You've made this run before. What does Stephen Siller's experience here mean to you? How does it relate to your call to duty?
It's very similar to my call of duty. When he came through this tunnel, he saw the tower up there burning, went up to save American lives. For me, I saw 9/11 on TV. It was a call to service for me to help protect American lives, go overseas and do what I can to make sure something like this didn't happen again.
You were 8 years old when this happened. You've run this race now several times. You saw the building go up. What is it like coming through that tunnel?
It's a fabulous experience. We're running with the Corps. We're going chanting "Go USA." We have the Wounded Warriors on our right. It's a humbling experience, so we get to see people that have served their country, lost limbs for their country. So it's a humbling experience, and it's part of the reason we come here is to get that experience.
I can see it really chokes you up.
Yeah, absolutely.
The idea now that when you come here, you see that that tower that was a hole come up, and now you see it at its full height. What does that mean? How far back we've come?
It's great to see it all the way up. Like you say, when I first came to the Tunnel to Towers run, there was nothing there. So to see it come up, it's a sense of completion. Right now, I'm a senior at the academy, so it definitely ties it all together for me.
Okay, Ryan Chapman, a senior at West Point. 8 years old when the towers fell down, and now here to support the Tunnel to Towers March. Back to you guys.
All right, Lou, thanks so much. Another great story, and there are so many here. One I want to highlight right now, a chance meeting between Jets owner Woody Johnson and quadruple amputee Todd Nicely had a powerful effect on the owner. And as it turns out, two other war heroes as well. Woody Johnson recounted his story of meeting with Corporal Nicely on CBS 2 News this morning with me earlier this summer.
I met him and saw what he was going through. He took all his appendages off, arms and legs. My kids looked at him, and in 5 minutes, he was just a normal guy. And just really impressed me with his courage and the commitment he made to protect our freedom and the sacrifice he made. So we looked at this as an opportunity to help him and others like him.
The impact of the Jets' success on the field could be surpassed by what they're doing off the field for those in need. Woody Johnson and the franchise have donated $1 million to the Tunnel to Towers Foundation and Building for America's Bravest to build 2 smart homes.
They did this one today in Staten Island for Brian, and they couldn't find a better neighborhood than this. Really, great people, very caring.
He saw what we were doing, he heard what we were doing, and look what's become of it.
We're building 2 houses, $1,500,000 each.
The home for Brian Dilberian is the first of 2 homes that Building for America's Bravest broke ground on this year. It was exactly 3 years to the day of the groundbreaking that Dilberian lost 3 of his limbs and some of his closest friends in a blast in Afghanistan.
It is a big deal, and just like they were saying before, 3 years ago I got hit today, and I lost a couple of friends, and it's like another rebirth.
His rebirth consists of one of the most technologically advanced homes money can buy. The new smart home is specifically designed to give him back his independence.
Brian has picked its location. Brian is selecting the design, that beautiful design that we had on the house. That's Brian. He has okayed everything. He's part of the process. And now Brian will be in the house when we're doing the smart home technology to make sure it's for his needs.
It's going to mean everything to me. I'm not going to be relying on nurses, coming to the house. I don't have to rely on people just coming to help me.
I have to live with him for now. Unfortunately, Brian can't do everything that he's supposed to be doing. We tried it for a little while, but I think it's easier for me if I live with him.
The Jets' impact is being felt beyond the tri-state area. The second smart home being built is for Adam Keyes in Annapolis, Maryland. But the joy and appreciation is exactly the same.
I'm amazed. It looks beautiful. I can't wait to get in there.
It's a small way to say that we thank them for their service, but they're so grateful because they know it gives them back some of their independence.
I'm very happy. This is such a good day for Adam, and it's a move forward. He has a Facebook page that he calls One Step Forward, and this is another step.
Woody Johnson and the Jets are having a profound impact. The hope of the foundation is that the Jets are setting an example for other organizations to follow with more funding so they can help as many of our military heroes as possible.
And we're making a call out there to other great Americans and great corporations that are successful. If they all stepped up and did this, right now we have a binder about that thick full of names of guys who are waiting that paid such a big price protecting our country.
The New York Jets are really closely tied with the military service. Every game we have military, so active military and past military. So that's always been the case for the Jets, but it's something we feel is very important because our freedom is not there by accident.
The future looks brighter for Brian and Adam and their families thanks to Building for America's Bravest and organizations like the Jets.
Thanks to friends, family, organizations, we're doing great, and this is just a wonderful day for us.
You cannot not love this Building for America's Bravest Foundation. Just wonderful. And Woody, we again thank you for being here with us. If you can just talk about the impact that it has on you personally, just as a human being, when you can see the impact that you're having on these deserving soldiers.
Well, these deserving soldiers are deserving, and they've had a huge impact on me and all Americans in terms of what they've done to protect our freedom. And the first responders, the heroics that the Siller family had demonstrated in running through from here where we're sitting all the way to the burning building and getting killed on the way. just demonstrates what's the best about America. And today we're seeing it. 25,000 people are here voluntarily.
Still going.
Yeah.
Still going. Woody, we thank you for your participation and joining us here today. I know you also have a big afternoon ahead of you over at the Meadowlands. Best of luck to you. Thanks so much. Thanks so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Well, you see that the racers, they're starting to come through the Hugh L. Carey Tunnel, and we've come to the end of the group coming through the start line. So that does it for us here.
Our job is done here. Let's go to the finish line right now and join Maurice and Christine once again. Guys, take it away.
Okay, guys, thank you so much. Much more to come this Tunnel to Towers Sunday morning, including our good friend, the actor, the comedian, the great all-around Jersey guy, Joe Piscopo.
We love him, and he's a great supporter to the Tunnel to Towers run. Also coming up, we'll hear more about the Building for America's Bravest program and the impact that smart homes are making all over the country. So stay tuned to Tunnel to Towers.